Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss about three-phase balanced circuits, voltage and current relations in star connections. It is the part of three-phase AC. So let me introduce about the three-phase AC. I have explained about this in detail when we discussed about the synchronous generator. So let me again brief about the three-phase AC. Basically, the three-phase EMF are generated by the three-phase synchronous generator, which already I have discussed in construction and working of three-phase synchronous generator. In this generator, it has three armature coil. All the armature coils are placed in the inner periphery of the stator, and each coil are having the phase difference 120 degree. It means it is 120 electrically. So you can see from this one coil is one this one, second coil is this, or third coil is. So all are apart by 120 electrical degree here. And what basically is happening here, because here the field winding is doing field winding, we are providing at a rotor here, and is rotor is moving here. So when the rotor is moving and the field winding is on the rotor, so this will move the same velocity. That's why we will say that it is moving at the synchronous speed. And when it is moving, then the flux of these coils will change, and the change flux will produce EMF as per the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and that output we are getting from here. So this output like this way. You see, was my first coil is given like this way. Then you see the my second coil is by this. It is behind 120 degree, and then the third one, if you compare, then is 240 degree behind. So I represented my three coils here with the coil A and A bar, B and B bar, C and C bar, and the A, B, C are the high potential terminals, and A dash, B dash, C are the low terminal, no potential terminals, and I represented my induced EMF here in a phasor diagram. These are the apart from 120 electrical degree here. We have already discussed the meaning of electrical and mechanical angles. So this is our three-phase generation of EMF, and you can write how I can represent VA and VB and VC. You see from it equals zero, then its zero is 120 behind here, and its 240 is behind. So I can represent sinusoidal. When I am taking the base coil is AA. If I am taking the base coil in there, then the respect of this coil, I will write my remaining voltage or induced EMF VB and VC here. So see in this slide, this one if I am talking about my reference, then I will write Vm sin omega t. Our second coil is 120 difference, so that is ahead by the coil in the direction of rotation. So the EMF induced in this will be behind by this one VA. So that's why we are putting here minus 120 degree. And if you are talking here for the coil CC dash, then it's you can write again 120 behind with respect to B, and if we write in comparison of A, then you can write 120 plus also here. You can write the phasor notation of this. So the phasor is nothing but the phase voltage, and these are the angles. Here the zero phase angle minus 120, and it is minus 240, or you can say it's 120. So that you can easily see from this diagram, because our v1 is here. So this is 120 behind, and this one again 120 behind. So if I comparing like this way, then it is from point this to this, then it becomes 240 minus. But if I am writing in this direction is anti-clockwise direction, then I can put 120 here, and both are same here. So doesn't matter with whether we are writing minus 240 degree or is 120 degree. The phase sequence, what is the meaning of the phase sequence? You can also see from this the maximum amplitude achieved by the respective phase difference, respective phases. First coil induced EMF getting first, then second VB, then third. So our sequence is here A, B, and C. So that is representing here. So it's totally depend on which direction our rotor is rotating. Okay, so here we are saying our rotor is rotating in this direction. Okay, so we are saying A and B and then C. But if our rotor is rotating and anti-clockwise, then first A will come, then C will come, and then B will come. So in that condition, the this sequence will change. First A will come, then C will come, and then B will come. So that is the meaning of the phase sequence. So phase sequence is nothing but the phase voltage in the coil reach their peak value is called the phase sequence. Okay. So in our we have already seen it is A, B, and C, and it's totally depend on the direction of the rotor, because here rotor is moving and the field binding is situated on rotor here. So in general practice, the phases are also designed by the colors. So phase A represented by red color, phase B is represented by yellow color, and phase C is represented by blue color. Neutral is represented either by the green or black. So when we are talking about the interconnection of three phases, when we have the three phase supply from our synchronous generator, and then we want to connect the supply from the load, then basically if we have three coils, it means we have six terminals: A dash, B dash, C, and C dash. So to connect the load from the generator, we require six connecting wires. It means each power transmission cable would contain three pair of conductor, which would make the system complicated and expensive. Okay, so in that condition, you see here you require one wire, two wire, three wire, four wire, five wire, and six wire. These wires required to attach the load. So if we transfer our power from generator to any load, then we require a lot of wires here. So it will create the complexity as well as the cost of the system will also increase. So to reduce the system complexity and cost, following two methods are generally used for interconnecting of phases of the generator for the efficient power transfer or power transmissions. So one is the star connection and another is the delta connection. The Y connection is also called because the shape becomes just like the capital Y. So you see in this star connection, basically what we have, you see from this, the low potential points, it means A dash, B dash, and C dash of all coils are joined together at particular place, which we are saying is the common point, and which is nothing but it is called as the neutral point or a star point here. And the high potential terminals, it means A, then B of coil B, and C of coil C are connected to transmit electrical power to load. So you see the here this one connected to load here, and this is also connected to load here, and this is connected to load. So these high potential terminals are connected to load to transmit the electrical power using three conductors, and these three conductors are called as the, this one is the line conductor, because this high potential terminal of the phase is related is connected to load uh, using this line conductor. So this is again a line conductor A, this is line conductor B, and this is line conductor C. Okay. So it means what we can say in this type of the interconnection. It means the star connection I am talking is called three phase and four wire star connected system. Three is the phase points which we are using to connect load, and one is the neutral here. That's why we are saying four wire star connection. Okay. What you can see here, the voltage across of any coil, it means I am talking about this. It means coil mean, either I can say the coil from this point to this point, or we can say the voltage across the line conductor and neutral. It is called the phase voltage. So va is the phase voltage, vb is the phase voltage, and vc is the phase voltage. Okay. And the current flowing through these winding, or you can say these winding, or you can say these coils are called the phase currents. So my ia is phase current, ib is also phase current, and ic is also phase current here. Okay. Now the voltage between two lines, it means this line A and line B. This voltage is known as the line voltage. So this is between A and B. If I'm talking about the A and C, that is represented by VCA, and the voltage between two line B and C is VBC. So all three VA, VCA, and VBC, all three are called the line voltage, and the current flowing through these line conductors. So we will see here this current and this current is equal. We will see when we are talking about the current connections there. So this one is the line current here, ia. This is also line current, and it is also line current. So what is the meaning of the line current and line voltage? Phase current as phase voltage we have seen in this diagram. Now, line voltage and phase voltage in balance star connection. So let me first introduce what is the meaning of the balance. So a connection in phases, or you can see the winding of three-phase generator, is said to be the balanced when the voltage and current induced in each phase are equal in magnitude. It means all three phases have the equal voltage in magnitude, or equal current in magnitude. They offer phase difference by one another by equal angles. It means here we are getting 120. Thus, the balance system, the phase voltage of winding are equal in the magnitude. So you can see this one, the first uh, coil, in the second coil or third coil, or we can see the phase that is equal to in the phase voltage. Is it okay? Then I can write my the phasor notation of the three phase generators. We already have written this one. I can write in this in terms of this, because this we can write in terms of our complex notification. This I can write this way, and this I can write this way. And if you take the sum of all these, then it becomes equal to 0. So what we can see, the vector sum of the phase voltage in balance circuit is 0. Now I want to calculate the line voltage between line A and B. So I will put just this value and this value, and I calculate this. Okay. So the phase angle becomes. So I calculate using this phasor notification, and I also can calculate using the law of parallelogram. So what method is equally applicable here? Either you draw our phasor notification diagram, and then you use there the law of parallelogram, or either you use this concept which we are written here. So this becomes equal to voltage between these two lines. Okay. Then you see the between b and c. So the vb is given by this, and vc is given by this. You can see very clearly, you can see, because 120 we are putting, so this is nothing but vp, and you can write here the cos 120, cos 120 minus j sin 120, and like this way you can put here, and these are the values. It's a very simple mathematics. Okay. So you can calculate, and this becomes equal to this. When I calculate the line voltage between line B, oh sorry, line C and line A, then it is Q. Putting the value of C and then putting is the way, calculate here. I take here under root 3 outside from this, so I can put this one and this one. It is the nothing but is the theta becomes here 150 degrees. So from phasor notification, what you can see, this becomes equal to this. Okay, why I am putting this 0? Because I want to compare my line voltage with the phase voltage. So in the phase voltage it was 0, but you see in the line voltage it become 30. That's why I am putting this. And again, if you see here, then what we see, this becomes minus 90 degree. It means what I can write here, minus 20 plus 30 degree here. Okay, so this becomes equal to the same, and the third becomes equal to 150. So this I can write this in this way. So when we see over the phasor notification for the three phase generator, then you see this becomes 0, this belong behind lagging behind 120 degree, and it is when I'm measuring from the A in the anti-clockwise direction, then it's 120, and if I'm measuring in the clockwise direction, then it becomes minus 240 degree. Okay, so in all these three cases, what you can see from this one, and in the last slide this one. Okay, so these three equation I can write in this manner, and in this manner you can see this is nothing but our phase voltage concept, and here you see plus 30 plus 30 and plus 30. So in every uh, line voltage we have the phase difference is plus 30 degree plus 30 degree plus 30 degree. Okay, and if you take the sum of these, again it becomes equal to 0. So in the balanced system, the sum of the line voltage is also 0. So what we can say here from this diagram, this result, what we can say, in the balanced star connection the line voltage are equal to under root 3 times of the phase voltage in magnitude, but there is the phase difference of 120 electrical degree between these lines, which is due to our three phase generation. However, the line voltage are 30 degree ahead of their respective phase voltage. You can see clearly from this, because the phase voltage notification is just saying this, and every term you are getting 30 degree plus. So from this and the last slide, you can see this 30. So we can say these are the 30 degree ahead from their respective phase voltage. So now I will draw the phasor diagram of the line and phase voltage in the balanced star connection. You see, so this means this is the our my first notation is the phase voltage here. This is the phase voltage and this is the phase voltage. Is it okay? So whether I am talking by the phasor values in terms of my complex number, I can calculate this value, or you can calculate like this way, because you represented here one this is 0, but he's minus 120, so your v becomes in this direction. It is nothing but the neutral, that's why he put n. Also we can put here n. So this becomes in this direction, so this it is nothing but it becomes a parallelogram, which this and this amount is equal to. So you can write there 2 and multiplied by this, and then cos 5 by 2, and 5 is nothing but 60. So whether you can calculate using the law of parallelogram, or you could using this, in this case what you see, this becomes your line voltage which ahead by 30 degree. Here you can see your line voltage is coming here, so it is uh, it is your line voltage, so is 120, and here is the this one, so 30 degrees ahead here. And you can see from this it is here 120, but it is the difference is 150, so it is also 30 degree ahead. So that is the whole about the line and phase voltage in star balance connection. Okay, so now we will see the about the current. So the current, line current and phase current in balanced star connection again. So what we can see here in the balanced star connection, the identical load are connected between the line conductor and neutral point. Okay, you can see from this diagram. The load is identical connected, and how it is connected, like this way, this one, this through the line connector. Is it okay? So identical load are connected in the line conductor and neutral points. So the binding of three-phase generator are in the series with respective line conductor and load elements. So you can easily see from this circuit diagram what we are saying, our line current and load is connected like this way. So through the neutral to our line conductor is connected to load like this way. So if I consider my this current, this is nothing but by my phase current. So the from neutral to I start from the neutral and we are reaching at the point of the three phase load. In this condition you can see this phase current is in the series with the your line current. So it is for this one you can see from neutral to load here, this phase current is also connected the series with uh, this line current, and you can see here the phase current is also connected with series with this line currents. That's why this and this, you can say this and this, and you can say this and this. It means the phase current and line current both are same here because they are connected in the series. Here both are same because these are connected in series. Here you can see the phase current and line current both are same because these are connected in series. Okay, so that's why what we can say here, the winding of three-phase generator are in the series with respective line conductor and load element. It means the current flowing through winding or the phase current, or we can see the phase currents are the same in the magnitude as that of the current in the line current flowing through the line conductor and the load. It means what we can write, this line current equal to this line current and this also is line current, or all is equal to the phase current and this is equal to the line current. So the currents becomes like this way. So this is equal, our load is connected here, so the impedance of the load is given by this because it's the line conductor and neutral point, this load is connected we have seen here. So from this I can calculate the current, this current which is the line current, or we can see the phase current, both are equal here. So you put this value here then divided by this, so you get this one value. Then I divided by the load is nothing but this, so I'm getting this value and this value. So from all these three equations you again see the current is lagging behind the phi angle here. Okay, and if I'm taking the sum of all three currents it becomes equal to 0. So in the balance system again the current becomes equal to 0. So you see from this, because we are saying the current is lagging behind the phi angle. So I drawing here this one is nothing but this is my voltage, this lagging by this. It is my voltage lagging behind by the phi angle. It is again my voltage and it is lagging behind this one. So everywhere you can say it is lagging behind the phi angle, and you can see here the balance star connections here, this and this current, these are the connected in the series, the loads are in equal, so your current flowing here is equal. So it is the nothing but the balance star connection. We can draw the balance star connection like this way. Now you can see the power in balanced star connection. The active power in the circuit is the sum of the power consumed in all three winding or phases. That's why the total active power we consume 3 into the power in the each phase, and this is nothing but it is the power formula Vp Vi sine cos phi. Is it okay? So phi is the phase difference between the phase voltage and corresponding phase current. But you can see the balanced star system, the line voltage is given, line voltage and phase voltage are related by this formula and currents both are equal. So I put the value of the phase voltage and phase current in this, in terms of the line current and line voltage, so you get this value. So this is nothing root 3 VL IL cos phi in the active power, and the total reactive power becomes equal to this multiplied by the sign, it is measured by the voltage current reactive, and then complex power is nothing but this P real power and then the complex component of the total reactive power, that becomes equal to this I can write. So the total power of three phases becomes this. So this is whole about the our balanced three-phase circuit and voltage and current and power relations between the line and phase current and voltage. So I think you understood about the whole concept of this balance star function and relations of current and voltage. If you have any problem, then you can write a mail to me on sham@gwc.ac.in. Thank you.